Okay, we're back for another part on the same day as the last episode. Just checking so it's recording alright. And it looks like it is. Yep, okay. Let's pick up where we left off. Okay, we officially got Olivier to join our party again, which is nice. And he's only missing one slot. That's quite great for us. Gonna give him some stuff. I wonder what that ability does. Chaos Brand. Confuse. Probably not very useful. Do that for now. I recommended that the mayor that she take a break from her labors, but she has stated that alleviating the citizens' concerns and bringing back peace to Boise comes first. I couldn't be more happy that Mayor Mabel has matured into such a fine young woman, but I wish she would take better care of herself sometimes. She's still up here? Or here? Yes. I have a female friend by the name of Murano. Her father was aboard the airliner that went missing. I'm sure there are a lot of other people who are also worried about their family members who still haven't returned. There's a high possibility that these burglars and sky bandits may be one and the same. I hope this investigation can yield some pertinent information about this group. Well, that is the hope, isn't it? I think we're gonna start off by heading to the guild and turning in that reward she mentioned before. Also, there's one new quest, Stolen Ring. I was burglarized the other day and my jewel ring was found to be among the missing items. It's quite valuable, so if anyone happens to find it, please let me know. I live on Bose's south block. Oh, are you three back already? You all gave me quite a surprise. It was unprecedented to hear that some of our braziers had been taken into custody during an investigation. That General Morgan, I tell you. We're sorry to make you worry like that. Oh, never mind that. I'm just glad you're all back safe. I was even considering protesting in the Royal City through our main branch. But Mayor Mabel managed to smooth everything out before that could happen. Was it really such a big deal? Think about it, Estelle. In the Liberal Kingdom, the Brazier Guild's right to investigate crimes is recognized by law. Therefore, the General's actions would be in direct defiance of the system that rules of rules that governs this kingdom. But at least things have settled down as a result of this. We received payment from Mayor Mabel for your investigation efforts thus far. 6,000. Guess it's just time to start investigating. The new quest we got was also related to the burglaries, so maybe we'll find that out through the same process. I am gonna pick up some revives though, because we have completely run out of them. We should probably pick up these two, because I think I need all weapons. There we go. But to do that now before I forget. I'm sure the shop owner would take better care of the antique books. Maybe I should go put in a word with her about that. Any new books? Liberal News issue 3. Let's read this, shall we? Breaking story, the Linday saga continues. Ransom request received. A Royal Army representative reports that the Grancel Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation and Liberal Royal Family alike have received letters claiming responsibility for the Linday incident. The criminals refer to themselves as the Capua family and demand a hefty sum of money, rumored to be in the millions of Mira, to secure the passengers' safety. Who is the Capua family? The so-called Sky Bandits are a group of marauders operating from Imperial airspace all the way into the Bose region. Their exact numbers are unknown, but they're believed to be around 24 strong. The need for cooperative efforts. With the incident quickly turning from search and rescue to hostage negotiation, collaboration between the Royal Army and the Bracer Guild seems to be the best possible course of action. When questioned on the subject, a guild representative stated that the relationship between the two parties has seen worse times, but is still less than civil. Given this idealistic divide, a partnership seems extremely unlikely. Bose's mayor, Miss Mabel, has launched an independent investigation through the guild, but still laments that the Royal Army won't share their information. This is no time for jurisdictional disputes, she says. Both parties need to work together. Having inherited the main ship from her late father at only 21, Miss Mabel is known as a very wise young lady. Whether or not either party will heed her advice, however, remains to be seen. Enter the R-Sail. At long last, this high-speed cruiser takes to the skies. With rigging a whopping 42 arch in length, the pride and joy of the Sai Central factory has finally been completed and transferred into stewardship of the Royal Guard. Watch out, do-betters. Although not airborne just yet, the R-Sail is scheduled for an observational test flight within the next few days, to the excitement of all involved. Due to delays in its orbital engine development, however, only a basic performance evaluation will be conducted at this time. The 100 Days War Book Review. 10 years have passed since the war, and I'm sure we all remember the endless reports of casualties and destruction, making an objective assessment of events a ludicrous proposition. That's exactly what this book sets out to do. However, by compiling accounts from virtually every possible source to paint a crystal clear picture of what happened behind the scenes and how the war came to be, history demanded a book like this be written, and on this dubious anniversary, I think everyone should give it a look. Finding the perfect getaway. The Maple Leaf Inn, nestled in the corner of the quiet Elmo village in southern Sais, within walking distance of the Republic's borders, is the most luxurious hot spring resort this reviewer has ever seen. Its tranquil eastern aesthetic, abundant natural springs, and outstanding eastern cuisine are nothing short of dazzling, but the true reason to visit is indeed the soak itself, for you see the Maple Leaf Inn is renowned for its open-air baths, an understandably embarrassing prospect to some, but those who succumb will be glad they did. Taking in the warm waters while gazing up at the starry sky is truly a breathtaking experience. And best of all, towels are optional. Alright. Let's see. This one heals a lot for how much it costs. I'm gonna buy a few. It looks like flights have started back up again. Now we can finally head to Ruan. I finally got to start keeping an eye on my wife's shopping habits. Personally, I think people should have a little more modesty than my wife does. Due to airliner flights being cancelled, I've had way more than my fill of shopping. It looks like my husband's about to have a heart attack after seeing how much I bought. Let's see, anything else we need to buy here? We do still need these boots. We're gonna buy them. Also, defense accessory is really good. And these are the ingredients shops, yeah. Let's see then. Charizard needed the boots. Oh, I forgot we've gotten so many boots. Should go through all characters' boots then. She's wearing knitted shoes. Give her the work boots. Joshua is often in front line, so we're gonna give him the best ones we have. And Olivier already has work boots. could give him a red scarf and perhaps the work helmet to Charizard. Do you have the better armor? Then I give it to Joshua first. Then we can see if the other ones are even upgrades. They are. That's an upgrade. And he's already wearing that. Then without any other loot I've got him. I constantly forget to look at loot. It seems like I should remember that I'm getting more all the time. Oh, there we go. Some better equipment. Let's head south then. I guess we need to look at both shops here. Looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory and all my goods, they're gone. I gotta report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of those groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in for a world of hurt. Well, we know this guy was kind of suspicious. Let's see if there are any new quartz. Doesn't look like it. We'll be saving then, because there'll probably be some new ones shortly then. Yay! This one turned out really cute. Now, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. We really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, it's Tal and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they've let you out at the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really gets me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bosey Market are right through the west gate, and it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha, I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Alright, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at the classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Haha, you're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. The newest model of camera on display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Oh, it looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. I guess we check out the general store here too, or the weapons store, I mean. Damn it. My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals, and took off with every last one of my pricey goods too. Why did this have to happen to me, at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Does he really have less goods now? Doesn't look like it, but... I'm gonna pick up this Charizard weapon. Make sure we have one of the other ones too. There we go. Can give Shara that new weapon. Prevents poison is useful. Give him prevent seal. Are the braces we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? I'm not trying to be rude, but it's an official investigation. Move it along. But I want to talk to the... Hey, you there. What? Is something wrong? I thought I would give you a word for advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel? For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens? That is an outright embarrassment to us all. These aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Brazier Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... Ah, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir... You men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright men, pack it up. We're returning to Hiking Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think the two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Alright. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s. It's not hard on the eyes either. Seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey you guys. Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be? Nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. Think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we catch up with him. Aye aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Haha, anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the Colonel. I'd be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Alright, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask me about is what happened last night, right? Yeah, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's so obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing, more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. When that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you. Hi honey, I'm home! Phew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I had nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man. My goodness, woman. What kind of fierce temper has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh. What do you mean by at a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Cubano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Well, that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Haha, guess they got to experience the Cecil effect firsthand. What did you say? Let's calm down now, shall we? But think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and just disappeared like that? What if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day? He? What do you mean? Alright, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that all this is hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definite clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here, although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one? Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Leberl. Okay, I guess we're gonna be going down to the shore place. Do want to check the market before I leave though. Has this guy moved? Came here to buy the next chapter in the novel series I've been reading, but it's still not in yet. Once I've read a book, I almost never read it again. Anyway, I'm done with this one, so you can have it. Received Cornelia chapter 4. The lady who owns the shop recruited me to work here not that long ago. I wonder if she hired me because I was always putting in my thoughts about her merchandise. He's not even selling it. But I was actually gonna come here to buy some more of these. Actually, I already did. Maybe I don't need more. And it's time for reading then, I guess. See where it picked up from last time. Human fodder. Sister Cornelia spoke to me in a tender tone as she sent a wave of immense pain rushing through the whole of my right hand. I won't have any trouble with you, now will I, Toby? She asked. Far from her eyes just brimming with tears, I nodded my head in consent as the salty streams of water ran down my face. Satisfied with my answer, she loosened her grip, and I felt the pain vanish as if it had all been some sort of illusion. With a wry smile, she further added, "Don't get me wrong, Toby. I've been sent here to protect you by the goddess herself." This is what she said while instructing me to keep my eyes focused on what lay beyond the window glass. Yet there was something about the way she pronounced the last syllable of my name that really rubbed me off the wrong way. Little by little, the line of passengers slowly began to flow out of the train car. Prodded on by Sister Cornelia, I inched forward while keeping my gaze on the platform through the passenger car window. Down the stairs which led to the front ticket gate were the figures of those men from earlier this morning. The three thug-like passengers who had been loitering in the large horsehead emblem of tile at the Imperial Station. A muffled laugh echoed from her throat as she too noticed them. Well, isn't this a warm reception party you've got going on? Cocking my head, I quietly pleaded, "Give me back my ornament." Sister Cornelia said nothing. Members of the crew bade us farewell as we stepped through the exit to disembark the train onto the lead-colored platform below. Angrily, I thought to myself, damn it, what's wrong with these fools? Can't they see what's going on? I shut my eyes halfway to protect them from the drizzle whipping against my face, and unhurriedly descended the wet set of stairs, half pace at a time. Sister Cornelia moved along behind me at precisely the same length of stride. Below, the group of thugs waited expectantly at the bottom of the stairs. Waited for me, no doubt. Contemplating the rate at which I was going, I ultimately believed it was only a matter of time before I would be handed over to the enigmatic group. I caught sight of their soured faces as the distance between us grew smaller, and felt the heat of my left hand tightly gripping my bag grow in intensity until my palm began to sweat profusely. Hitting the midway point on the stairs, Sister Cornelia suddenly whispered in my ear, "Keep your eyes on the ground, Toby." As I did what I was told, I cast my gaze down onto the tips of my boots, stained to a darker shade by the rainwater. Then, right at the moment I let out my breath, I felt a deep sense of pressure just below my shoulder blades as I was forcefully shoved forward. Droplets flew from my saturated fingers, and my world turned upside down as I tumbled down the stairs and slammed back first into the group of hoodlums. With a muffled crunch, I felt the painful sensations of my ribs crumble under the weight of my body, and then return to normal from their severely compressed state. Two of the seemingly military men who were hit as I toppled down the stairs, like an avalanche unleashed on a pair of young saplings, absorbed the transfer of force and were thrown into a large puddle collecting on the ground nearby. Shrieks erupted from the startled passengers nearby, more shrill than the high-pitched sound of the railway brakes from a deaccelerating locomotive. As my world spun wildly about me, I lay there, the chill of the tile seeping into my back. With a concentrated effort, I rolled my eyes to the left, where my arm remained in an outstretched state. By some act of the goddess, I had managed to keep my tight 5-finger grip on the bag I had been carrying. In an effort to get up, I slid into a prostrate position, keep my chin in contact with the ground, making a low visual sweep of the vicinity as if my life depended on it. I noticed the military-like physiques of the men had vanished from view. The only figure I saw standing above me now on the platform was that of Sister Cornelia, and on her shoulder, as if she were merely hefting a sack of grain, was one of the men. Oh no, I did it again. Turning in the direction where the train sat in its motionless state, she lobbed the unfortunate man down onto a set of empty rail tracks below. By this time, I had risen to one knee while keeping the other planted firmly on the ground in a half-standing position. The one in front of me was still swaying. Undulating in my wavering eyesight, my head slowly rocked back and forth with it as the double vision of Sister Cornelia's boots approached me. Then with a strong grip, she tugged on my hand. For some strange reason or another, when she did this, I failed to notice the unpleasant feeling that her hand wrapped tight around mine brought. "Let's go, Toby," she instructed in an authoritative voice. Nearly dragging me, she pulled me to my feet, and before long we were hightailing it out of there. The onlookers made quite a commotion as they moved hastily out of the way in a determined attempt not to be caught up in the middle of her flight path. The bag in my left hand swung helplessly, knocking against my thigh. After clearing the ticket gate, Sister Cornelia finally let go of my hand, but a sickening slippery sensation came with it. Looking over at her, I realized that the stomach-churning, slimy feeling on my hand had come from the bright red blood which stained both of hers. I peered back over my shoulder in the direction of the platform as I continued to run, but the figures of those 3 men who had been waiting for me at the station were nowhere to be found. These books are surprisingly well written. Okay. Time to go to the shore then, I guess. To Valeria Shore. Maybe we get the fishing rod now too. Just gonna check for a second, so everything looks alright. Yeah. Yes, good. Let us walk. The misses. Perhaps it actually is impossible to hit it. He's a level above me. Level 15. Kinda weird how it has no vulnerabilities.
Seems you came up short.
Here we are. So this is the north shore of the Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once, but before, when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while, taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Lindheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of work, he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Okay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you would like to stay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? Are you looking for a certain someone? Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everyone who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue as to who that might be? Are you talking about old man Kuano? If you are talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. But you know, do you know where we might be able to find him? He's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back pier. See if he has anything else to sell. We already have, I think. Yes. Wait. Thought it would be this pier he was at. Guess it's not. Over here, maybe? Yes. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Oh, he's really focused. He's tuned out everything out of his mind but fishing. Looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you heard from Mr. Kuano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in on a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky waters of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so came running from the Royal City. Ha, now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay or such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Alright, I'd returned the boat and was on my way to the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. And when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. I thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Good ghosts? There are ghosts that come out of here? Haha, just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. They don't dial me anymore. Oh brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention our habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out, because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't the one from the Jenny's Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looks exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. Oh, wait, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather too serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. But there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing net. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Shara explained that they encountered Gisette in Roland. I see. That seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Receptionist. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If it's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Posey after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Not just yet. I don't know if there's anything else. I think that's the woman giving me like a no coming back warning. From what I remember, this quest that I got about the stolen ring, I think we're gonna find that as we find the thieves. I'm pretty sure you can't actually find it now. So I think we have to just continue on, because I've done all the other quests. So I think it's time to just save in case. Let's do it. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake's like a fishy stream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in the chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere on the pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. It's fishing time. Aren't you into fish? The pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know. Just not as good as you. I think I'd just sit here and watch if all the fishing practices paid off. Time. Her. What am I supposed to interact with? Like here? I thought they would go out on the bridge. Oh, I'm confused. Do I need a fishing rod? So I can't see what I should interact with here. Maybe I should go inside and look for a fishing rod? People come here to enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Well, I want a fishing rod. No. Scheherazade and Olivia are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. And still, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. I invited Shara for a friendly drink and she readily agreed. It seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. I guess I just missed something out here on how to fish. I just don't know what I'm supposed to... Oh, now it worked. It felt like I tried before, but... Yes, this looks like looks good. Definitely the best spot. Let's see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare one. Yeah, you could have asked while I was in there. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over there, and they're fit to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Borrowed progressive rod. It's a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. It's fishing time. Save. This one. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? Nest, I guess. Around the pier. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy fishes. Now what should I do about bait? Lure? Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet, I got a bite! Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Wait until it gets tired before reeling it in. Reeled in a salmon. Yes, I am a goddess of fishing, what a haul! This may just beat the record of size for my best catch to date. I thought for certain it was just a regular fish by the way it tugged on the line. Let's see, what should I do now? Well, we're gonna continue fishing. I guess continue here. I'm pretty sure salmon is the best thing you can get here. So I guess I just gotta do this many times now. Pretty much just gonna keep doing this now. I'm pretty sure I already got it the first time I played, but I know you got an achievement for doing this until it stops you. I think I just took the opportunity. This isn't actually how the fishing works in the game, by the way. Like, you don't just have dialogue choices. We are gonna keep doing it. We're gonna get all that salmon. Just a bit of relaxing fishing. Sweet, I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Tried this several times. Maybe I should try some other strategy and just see what happens. Pretty sure it doesn't matter, so... We can consider sitting here. But we can use another bait. We can use live bait. I got a bite. The barrel carp. This one is just my warm-up. Fly. I don't know why that would work, but let's do it. Yeah, I definitely think it's just better to get the salmon with the lure. And now I have gotten one of the other ones too. Don't know how many times you had to do this, but I know it will stop you. We're gonna continue fishing. Now I clicked the wrong button, so we're gonna get the small one again. I don't even know how many times I've done it now. It's probably like 10 times or something. Maybe done it 6 or 7 times, I don't know. Oh, no, now it's over. Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? Book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. I still picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. I wonder if I can read it. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Let's first off save. And then we shall see if we can read the book. 100 Days War. It was the one they recommended in the newspaper. The 100 Days War. Outbreak of War. In spring of 1192 of the Septian calendar, a single cannon shot shook the Hacken Gate, situated in the northern part of the Liberal Kingdom. This marked the beginning of an invasion later known as the 100 Days War, and the moment in which the raging Golden Stallion assailed the noble White Falcon. During this time, the Hacken Gate was little more than a reinforced medieval rampart. It easily succumbed to the round fired by one of the Empire's Rhineford Company-built orbital tanks, leaving a section of the aged barrier fractured beyond repair, and as the Liberal Kingdom's other defensive walls were hit in quick succession by a fusillade of cannonballs, they too fell under the explosive impact and reduced to a mountain of rubble. Declaration of War. At about the same time that the first cannon shot was fired, a single letter from the Erebonian embassy located in the royal city was delivered to Queen Alicia. More specifically, it was a writ containing a declaration of war by the Erebonian Empire upon the Liberal Kingdom. In terms of diplomatic wisdom, the propriety of declaration was established by being handled prior to the preemptive strike, but in this instance there was hardly a difference in the time between when the two occurred. In short, firing the first shot at the exact moment war was declared on the Liberal Kingdom made it possible for the Erebonian Emperor to guise their preemptive strike as one of legitimacy when the first bombshell hit. This could be referred to as a new diplomatic war tactic, though one incapable of being employed without a meticulous level of planning used in concert with an orbital communication system. Blitz tactics. After the destruction of the Hacken Gate, the Imperial Army began its invasion of Liberal in earnest. Overall, its troop strength was made up of 13 divisional units. This proved to be roughly half of the Empire's entire military force, and was such a massive deployment that it exceeded 3 times that of Liberal's entire Royal Army. Within a month of the outbreak of war, the Liberal Army had occupied nearly all of the Liberal territory. Imperial Army had occupied nearly all of the Liberal territory. Only the Gransel region and Leiston fortress, situated just offshore of the Valeria Lake, remained in opposition. So rapidly were these blitz tactics carried out that even the Calvard Republic, an ally of the Rebel Kingdom and longtime rival of the Erebonian Empire, never had the opportunity to dispatch auxiliary forces to aid its partner. However, in a following attempt by the Imperial Army to take direct control over the Sais Central Factory and Malgamine, they instead found themselves on the verge of being forced to surrender to Queen Alicia, who remained entrenched within the royal city. Staging a counterattack. 2 months following the outbreak of war, the battle situation was altered in a way which no one could have previously anticipated. Unbeknownst to the Erebonian army, 3 patrol ships were quietly being developed behind the walls of Leiston Fortress. Upon completion, they were put under the direction of a veteran commander, General Morgan, and a large-scale counterattack was launched. These patrol ships, shielded by armor far superior to the tanks of their Imperial counterparts, and mounted with a substantial amount of high-performance orbital weaponry, had also managed to boost their speed to over 1,800 sails per hour. Using these crafts, an independent mobile force, lauded as the elite of elite, Liberal's forces mounted an attack and quickly recaptured the checkpoints connecting the various regions. And as their strike was underway, they simultaneously launched an amphibious attack from Leiston Fortress, and one by one defeated the remaining isolated Imperial divisions. The end of hostilities. After just 3 months following the outbreak of war, the larger part of the Imperial Army's remaining divisions finally surrendered. However, as capitulation was at hand, there were indications of a surge of further reinforcements from the Imperial homeland, a move which galvanized other continental nations to follow suit and join the Calvard Republic in supporting Liberal. Together they lambasted the Empire, and a formidable group of allied forces began to materialize. Amidst all the chaos, the Septian Church, in cooperation with the Bracer Guild, called for an armistice, and after approximately 100 days from the start of the war, the hostilities came to an end. In the following year of 1193, the Herb Royal Villa on the outskirts of the royal city, a peace treaty was signed by both the Liberal and Ebronian sides. Although no indemnification was made, an official apology was offered up by the imperial government as to express that they had made a grievous error attributed to a tragic incident occurring within their borders. There we go, a little bit of important backstory, I would say, since they mention it quite a lot. Let's go see. I think Joshua's over here. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this? Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did though. Oh, that reminds me. I still had out the book she found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving the book on your table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. While I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Alright. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean? You promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with his beat-up kid, some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. Like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course, I know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us is more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kinds of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met. And you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all, more than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, still. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure, that's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea, I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Alright. Still held out the book she found on the table. I'm actually done with it, and at this point, it just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. I guess I could say Kaya and I read it, even though I already read it. Looks like a pretty difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. So do you want to take a stab at it, Estelle? Sure, I'll give it a shot. We already did read it. I thought we would just be giving it back immediately. That's why I already read it. Yeah, what they're doing. Help a fellow out, I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Oh, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivia. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, did the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's already reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Olivier said he's good for another couple of rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? So you can still drink more, can you? Eek. Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know, should I? You're like a little demon, and cute at the same time too. Hehe. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to have to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you, you and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Oh, he's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything could stand up to drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. You're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some special kind of training show? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now and we don't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got to live here drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. And Liv thanked me for it in the long run too, after his raging hangover anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't scared around the issue, Shara. Quiet you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood? Alright then, let's go. Shara, please, I can't take another. Are you going out? If you're going to fish at night, you're going to need an orbit light or you won't be able to see. That gentleman with you seems to have drunk a lot. Is he going to be alright? If you'd like, I can bring you some water. the far pier, they said. Here? I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Floyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if you move around too much, there's a possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the sky bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. The balcony. Oh, maybe actually you go from it out there. Hey, what's that? Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle. Should have known it'd be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that. They're quite a clandestine bunch. But there's nothing we can do about it. This is an order from the Dawn. It seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying too. Hey Kyle, don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him, if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing? Well, I admit it was lucrative. Now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. Then he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gotten way overboard this time. Okay, just a second. We got a spammer in the chat. Get out of here. In the end, it'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Okay. Fixed it. Good. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you'll always be welcome to try salvaging a life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although admittedly, it is a bit colder than Laverne. Do you think you should just treat me like a kid and I'm not going to get angry? I'd like to see you get by without me. What with your crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay, I see your point. And I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to the other guys too. He might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? That's certainly a good question. What's that over there? What's that? Looks like whatever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? You could have come a little early for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now if that displeases you, then let me offer you my sincere apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She instead to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they've figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We received reports that members of the Brazier Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into temporary shelter by chance. Dawn shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, let idiots sort them out? I've got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandit's airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Alright. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We gotta get on the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. Okay. I wonder what happened if you would try to approach them again. On the road. The party took the road in search of the location of the airship. And... so they're parked in front of the Amberl Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there's more than double their numbers since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them all on at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Ollie, keep it down or they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fire company, I'd usually puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I just had to come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. Guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdue them all and manage to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. But there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Ha, boy do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay, but if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. Kyle, you're set. It's good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. So talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is, yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet. Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that, roger that, roger that, roger that, roger that. The temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There's a south-southwest wind blowing at the speed of 12 arch. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater activated. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright, lift off. Aye, sir. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. I will make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. It looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Dawn first. Huh. Did you just hear something? Oh, I didn't hear anything. That's odd. I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. Ah, boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We just got to tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Dawn as our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Dawn's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scary to talk to these days. How about you knock that crap off? If Kyle or Gisette heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that I'm sure you're just tired from the lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you like. Ah! You're those... You're too late. Pew.
Enjoy the show.
Phew, it looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan of yours actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank this time. Seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we just had to take control of the airship. We would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all of these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years. Are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you had said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without an incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. The Nebel Valley, like the one on the border of Bose and Roland. That explains why it's so misty outside. This is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Sharon. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting in here. But anyway, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassius, too. Right, understood. Making some real headway here. This is one of those scary moments where you can't come back here, I don't think. So I gotta make sure I find everything at once. Oh. Can I go back in the ship? Or is there something in here? Maybe there isn't. Oh, there is a heal. Useful. Okay. Let's start exploring this place then. Just an empty room. Another empty room. The monsters in here? Maybe they're like pets. Anything resistant? They don't do a lot of damage. However, these are just the normal enemies. I'm assuming there will be some harder enemies in here.
Oh, are we done already?
Quite a lot of XP, so it's definitely worth fighting them. This is a chest I can open. There have been no chests so far. Oh. Found a scorpion. This chest is already empty, you double dipper. Scorpion sounds like a weapon. Oh, it's a share weapon. All these empty rooms confuse me. Now which way is forward? Found EP charge. This chest is empty. Makes you wanna cry, doesn't it? Yeah. Top 10 saddest moments in the game. Finding an empty chest. Now is this forward or is this forward? I'm assuming this is not forward. Found jeweled ring. I think that's the thing we needed for the quest, right? The stolen ring. Jeweled ring, yeah. The chest is empty. How tragic. Oh, nothing else. Where's the most? Joshua has a lot of mana capacity. Making sure we're fully healed. This door does not look like the others, and that makes me scared. The voices of some men can be heard. Sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rest in the room? Yeah. Huh? Are you guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo! We're at the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. But forget that. You won't give up without a fight. It is a lot of them. Also, I don't love that they all started first. Let's see how many I can hit with one. Are they seriously perfectly standing so I can't hit more than one with this attack? That's very annoying. I guess I can just do this. The crit should do quite a lot. Yep. They don't hurt a lot. That's the good part here. And Estelle should be able to get some AoEing done. It's one down. No, don't kill him. I should have used his ulti before he died. Let's start healing them, I guess. I do wanna like get rid of some of them. There's very many in a row now. Oh, his ult does AoE. That's amazing.
The true essence of beauty.
Good job, Olivia. That's like exactly what I needed there. We have been very lacking in the AoE department, so getting things that can do that is amazing. And do this, hopefully I can. Nice. There's just 2 left. It's almost like I wonder if it's worth going back to heal after this fight. Might be. There we go.
Night, kitty cats.
Actually, we leveled. Like all of us almost. Might not be worth going back anymore then. Alright, now where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there's going to be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Oh, sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe we can not let you. Yikes. They're down below. Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now where are your leaders? Kyle and Trisette, right? Forget it, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Ugh. Holy Stragus. Shares as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Sheriff. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. Looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. Is there anything in here? No? Actually, don't think we need to go back. Can just use some healing. There's a flower. Always the vulnerability to fire. Everyone just spamming fire in this area. There's no reason to not use it, because they're all vulnerable to it.
Enjoy the show.
More level ups. Nothing in here. Waiting for it to turn around again. No! Turn around, I said, not towards me. Like that. There we go. Can use this and this.
Nighty-night, kitty cats.
There we go. Downstairs, eh? Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years, so it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Sumerian civilization which existed more than 1200 years ago. It said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them all out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before? I'll tell you what though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Sure, huh? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Save again. Strega R. The chest has nothing left to offer you. Ooh, they are really good. The newest brand, the regular model of Strega brand sneakers. They're same ones that Joshua has. Means we can give Shara better ones. Yep. Nice, nice. Let us hit it.
Take that! Enjoy the show.
Nothing. Oh, what is this? A vacuum cleaner? I guess it's a normal vacuum. Looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Found a black notebook. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. But what's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it, just in case. Yeah, good idea. Can we look at it? Black notebook. Nonsensical rows of numbers are written inside. Found Bear Assault. The chest is empty, because you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? I gotta keep arguing with these chests that they should keep refilling. Was that another weapon? I never know when they have names like that. Yeah, it was a gun for a living. Bear Assault. Actually seems like some enemies here are worth hitting without using magic, which is nice. And it's dead.
Enjoy the show.
Just breezing through this combat right now. Watch me say that and then like immediately next room I die. There's an enemy sitting in a room like this. They still give really good HP, so I think I just should fight them all. Doubt I'm gonna need to level up in here, but I mean, there's more to come.
We're good to go.
There we go. This place is really big. Is that what I'm supposed to go to? Oh. Oh yeah. Another barred door, which means another fight, I think. I can hear somebody talking again. Should we rush the room? Yep. Who are you guys supposed to be? Bracers? How'd you get in here? Looks like the hostages is being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly or else. Don't kid yourself. Let's get him. Again, a lot of them. Now this looks like a good... Can at least hit 2 of them there. That's worth. Really stacking up. And see... Guess... This is a good hit. Gonna use Olivier's ult here. Killed 3 of them. Feels so weird having AoE now when I'm so used to having to single target fight these fights that have so many in them.
Take that.
There we go.
All right, we're good to go.
What's going on out there? It seems a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild and we come to rescue you. Seriously, we're saved? We're taking care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Linde. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way, doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yep, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Linde, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright. I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger, you know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and it did seem to have such a name if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, it looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Now wait a minute. Then just what is Dad doing? Something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're curious to know as I am, but I think about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of these hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We're now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. Let's talk around to them, I guess. This was the first time I'd ever ridden on an airliner, and to think that something like this would happen. Oh, I'll finally be able to get home to Zeiss. Oh, have you been saved? I must be dreaming or something. Are you guys Brazers? Are you going to arrest the nice guards? Thank you. More than myself, I'm glad to know Atkit's been saved. Oh, I wonder what's going on with my store right now. Thanks for coming to our rescue, Bracers. Now I'll finally be able to return home. Those Sky Bandits ripped off everything I bought on the Bose market. Make sure to get my stuff back, Bracers. Now I'll finally be able to get back to my travels. Being stuck here has put a real kink in my plans. All things considered, I'm surprised you were able to find and get into this place. Being a Bracer must be a tough occupation, huh? Man, I thought this was the end of us for sure. There was something just not right about the look in that Sky Bandit's boss's eyes. Thank you for saving us. All of the passengers are safe and sound. No one's sick or injured either. I'm glad that we're safe. But what happened to the Linde? We were blindfolded, so we never exactly saw what happened. I knew you'd come to save us. Thank you all. After the way they ripped out the Linde's engines, I'd kept it in such good repair all this time. I'll never forgive them for that. I'm pretty sure that the Sky Bandit leaders are somewhere on the lowest levels of this place. Be careful, all of you. Well, that's the room, check it out. I wish they had a heal for me. It's going all the way back now? It's very far. Maybe I'll level before the next fight. I guess it depends on how much there is until then. There's a full heal though. Found reviving bomb. I just forgot to check that chest. The treasure chest is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? Now I returned quite literally. Where does this lead? There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? Let's do that. This was a secret door? It's quite a neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret fort. This looks like it's a corner of the Nebo Valley. Sure, should we help the hostages escape first? No, we need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true. Well then how about we get it back in there and have a face-to-face with the gentleman running this fine operation. It is very far to run back. I'm gonna make a save, but I hope I can beat a fight if there is a fight. A familiar voice can be heard. Is this... Yep, it looks like the Sky Bandit boss's room. Okay, actually, because it's annoying to retry fights, I'm gonna run all the way back. I don't think monsters respawn, so it should be kinda smooth sailing, since I killed everyone I was gonna say. Apparently I didn't kill this one. Then we kill it now, I guess. We're gonna get healed when we get back anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't die.
Take that! Nighty-night, pretty cats.
I wonder if that did. It looks like they are respawning. Yeah, they are. I just want to go back and heal. No! I hate that it doesn't count as a surprise attack for me if one of my characters hit their back. It's only if Estelle hits it, not anyone else in the party. Should be back soon now, right? It wasn't that big. Okay, it was really big and I'm now starting to regret even walking back. Because this is really long. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get back without taking too much damage now then. What? They all got a turn before me? Every single one? I don't want to waste my mana, because I don't know how much that fight is gonna take from me. I kinda run back so I would be full resources. Then they have all the fights respawn. I didn't think they would. No, we're there though. Here we go. Eavesdrop, then raid the room. Wow, so the queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, and we'll need to decide on a plan on how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute, why do we have to bother with that? But once we get our mirror, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We don't need to leave them alive. Dawn, you're joking, right? You know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we left the world for good, we can still be tracked, right? But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages too. Hades will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get our home back with Mira stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle, since when did you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Kyle? Who cares about our old home? With this kind of mirror coming in, what could you possibly want with our old, worthless land? We're gonna blow all this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? Once run out of mirror, we'll just hijack another airship. This is going to be the future of the Capua Sky Bandits. Don, what's happened to you? What in Hades' name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? You again? Bracers? Why are you here? How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a little lift here in your own airship. Impossible, what are you talking about? Can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Emerald Tower, right? We just slept in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hull. In other words, we stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that. For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. What are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy. What you just calling me? You bimbo, airhead brute. Just trying to say that again. Alright. Enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group. So it looks like all that left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It'd be best not to resist. Man. Crap. Kyle just said. What is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. That's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill them, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are. Stick with that pitiful number of people that you could ever capture Don Capua. Oh! Look at how effortlessly he handles that orbital cannon. Kyle just said it's a time to hunt some game, and I like my sport bloody. Here we go, a chapter-ending fight. So Kyle is vulnerable to magic, and the others are not. Good to know. We can start with trying to kill Kyle then, with magic. However, now they just targeted like that. I'm gonna move her out so she doesn't hit everyone else. They really shouldn't be stacking like this. But I also kind of just feel like doing a lot of damage to him. He's blinded. Okay, they need to split up, but they also need to heal. Gonna make him move so he doesn't get hit by that bomb. I feel like both of these need healing. Estelle is in Tell it closer? Please. Oh, it's good that I healed, but still, that's a lot of damage. I kind of want to heal again. Stella again. We can delay his turn. We can make him probably kill her with this. Now just the big guy left, which is gonna take longer to kill. He has a lot more HP. We can see about healing Olivia a little bit. But, oh, we're standing. I just realized we're all standing together, which is horrible. While I don't want to spend my entire turn just moving characters, I kinda need to, or we're gonna die. He can heal himself. I think Joshua just needs to heal himself too. And then like one character can go close, while the others don't. Oh, he missed. That's really good. I needed a bit of a break from the constant onslaught of damage. Just constantly delaying his turn is super good. It's sad that no one else in my team can do that. I could just... if you have high enough speed, you can just keep delaying their turn forever. Although it does cost resources every turn, so I guess it's kind of finite. That's completely fine. I think we got him now. There we go. Done down.
Seems you came up short.
These guys are tough. So this is the strength for Bracer, huh? Crap, how can I lose to this girl? And that's how it's done. Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that this has been settled, I'm going to ask you to surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you and, well, you'll know what'll happen, right? Charizard strokes her whips and smiles at Gisette. I didn't know anything but that. Why me? Why'd I have to go down like this? Ow, what's going on? I hurt all over. When did I get an orbital cannon? What the heck? Bro? Dawn? Oh, Gisette, are you back from Roland already? If you're back this quickly, then I guess things didn't work out, huh? Hey? Don't try and cover it up. If we had enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? You probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Dawn, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Gisette came back from Roland like forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. What's this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, where are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of Bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. What an interesting turn of events. Whether you're forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, and demanding a ransom? Kyle, just tell me that this is some kind of joke. Dawn, I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we got a chance to escape. Oh hell, not again. Hey, Kyle. We'll talk about this later. Let's just focus on getting out of here. I'm never going to get to smell of my hair. Let's hurry and get out of this room. Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try and escape in the airship. Ah! After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We got to catch them. Right. Understood. I made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Hey, Olivia, you better hurry or we're going to leave you behind. Wait for me. Was there anything else in there? I think we just gotta go all the way back. I wonder if the enemies are back or if they like cleared them out. No, hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that? Now that's what I call tough. If you don't want to move, then we're just going to have to force our way through. I did a team. I thought we were done. I guess it's kind of fun this way. We have a lot of HP still. Can she reach him? He can. See. Oh, he's so low HP. We can do the Estelle AoE. Nice. And shit. There we go. A level up. Now that makes me think there's gonna be more, so now we're gonna heal. There we go. That's also save. But the monsters aren't gone. That's for sure. It is petrified. More levels. Petrify is so good. It's just like in Final Fantasy X when you have petrify weapons on mob farming or something. Don't think you're going up any further. Take the hostages and go. So you're back from more, huh? When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape? They've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's time for us to return the favor. Can't seem to split up. damage. What do this then? Don't. Oh, thank you for splitting attention. We're gonna heal. And she's gonna heal too.
We're good to go.
There we go.
That's that. Let's move
That was
out.
a bit closer. Joshua learned taunt. Now he has a taunt too. I didn't mean to turn around there. I'm not gonna fight them if I'm turned around. Yeah, and I kinda wish they would just have teleported me to the start. Or at least not had these normal fights, considering I already killed them once. It's like, imagine at the end of a Final Fantasy dungeon if you had to kill all the mobs again while going back to the entrance. That would have been fun.
Piece of cake.
Closed. Crap, it looks like we got company. Don't think you're going to walk out of here the same way you came in. All we need to do is buy some time for Don, Kyle, and Josette to escape. You're trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down. Again, they're standing weirdly.
Come on.
I think I'm just gonna do this, and then this. Hopefully we can hit them all.
Let me
We
show
can.
you the true essence. Take that.
Boom.
We're good to go.
Hopefully there's no more. Oh, it's this big pack again. I really don't want to fight that. Here we go. Huh? What's this? How the army found out about this place? That liar! Things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off me! Hey, what's going on here? So those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised there's such a young woman too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. And would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. And honestly, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What? What are you guys? I mean, how the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua. Bracers, why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we've drilled this place one step ahead of you. Again. The entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandits leaders up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strikes saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person, he just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages? The other lackeys should just be lying all over the place unconscious. And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Yes, Colonel. Oh, wait for me, Colonel. I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you too. See you later, Estelle Joshua. My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero, so there's no real reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah? Dad always made a point of staying in the background too. Really? I never noticed. Ah, where is Dad? I guess that's the one problem we still got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? And why hasn't he tried to contact us? Looks like there's nothing else for us left to do here. In the meantime, let's go back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. Or try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off without the glory, so I don't even know if we could exactly say that we solved this case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into the corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed, everything worked out because you infiltrated the hideout and took out them ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared at the Valeria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad that the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope that my work was worth the price of the Grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact there was change to spare. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a Bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. 8,000. Rank advancement to 5th class. Hayes Quartz's perk. Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Receive recommendation. Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course, it would be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Lugren. We work hard so we don't bring any embarrassment in this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. No, contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild, so I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that, but wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch, but aren't Cassius' bright family members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you had come here. Here you are, this is the parcel. Estelle was given both the letter and parcel. This letter, yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. It seems as if he just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad too? Now this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You Bracer sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you'd like. Thanks, Lugren. Well done, let's have a look at the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has traveled alongside you? Just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? Alright already. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. Guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Still started by cutting the letter seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it to the both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Sherazard and Aina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration towards the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way. The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away, which means that this would be the perfect time to make a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in the package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself, but we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It's a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually though, Olivier does have a point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Estelle opened the parcel from the unknown sender. Inside was a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed was a single memo with the item. What's this supposed to be? It's an orbment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. From K. That's it? Yep, it looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Sure, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly, I'm about ready to throw in the trowel. What the heck is this black orbment anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use, although it feels a little similar to a battle orbment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots in which to install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part the Deceptian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, now look what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle. Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender? What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruin, Size, and Gramsol. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around to these other regions, we just might hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skills. And there's also the possibility he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. And we might just be able to find this Professor R too. Joshua? You're a genius! Stop, what are you talking about? This is like killing two birds with one stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So, should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes. Training to be senior bracers as we travel around the world, and exposing that no good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. Looks like she's back to her old self. Well, I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone of your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch, you got it? I'll come running no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright. I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara. And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions towards another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard that the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. I'll never see him alive again. Olivia, I really hope you understand what you promised her. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany Fair Scheherazade instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you, don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Cher's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Aina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. Gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes. Estelle said it's best though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on. Sure, wait, can we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little bit more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. Eek! See you later, Cher. Give our regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. That was chapter 1 complete. Now it's just gonna be Estelle and Joshua again, just like in the prologue. Okay, let's continue, at least a little bit more. And that's about the gist of the Sky Bandit incident that occurred in northern Liberl. Just a second, gonna see, yep, good. And to think that the bankrupt Kapoor family drifted all the way down here? You might be contacted by Liberl regarding the incident, so deal with it as you see fit. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. It seems like something else must have come up. Also, the connection with the Sky Bandit incident is still unknown, but it's clear that another power is at work here. No, it's not like that at all. I've also become acquainted with an interesting bunch. The food's great, there are babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll just take a permanent residence here while I'm at it. Alright, there's no need to throw a fit. Anyway, see what else you can find out. Just don't get caught looking into things by the Chancellor. I'll contact you again, my dear friend. Haha, I love messing with that guy. It's just stuffy and uptight that I can't help myself. A portable phone, huh? Well, aren't you carrying around quite the nifty gadget? Shara? The fact that you're carrying around an ornament that even the Central Factory couldn't create, well, how about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Shara, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Oliver Lenheim, the wandering bard and gifted musician you've come to adore. But if you'd like to get to know me better, I'm sure we could arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps. How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? Your cheap antics don't fool me, Olivier. Or should I call you Mr. Airbonian Operative? Looks like the title Silver Streak isn't just for show. So I guess you were pretending that you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua, huh? I didn't want to worry those two any more than they already are. So back to the subject at hand. Why don't you start talking? Who are you and what are you doing in Liberl? Before that, I'm going to have to correct you on 2 points. First off, these cheap antics, or as you call them, are totally natural. I'm not play acting or anything, that's just who I am. Oh, I'm sure. So do you mean to tell me that you drank that wine without paying just because you felt like it? And after that, being taken to the hacking gate so you could gather information. That was all part of a plan? You even set yourself up to run into us? I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on is that the device is not an ornament. It is an artifact which was unearthed in the Empire. It can piggyback off any herbal communication system, and its transmissions can be encrypted, so there's no worry about them being intercepted. It comes in handy for a busy man such as myself. An artifact, like one of the sacred relics the Septian Church has stewardship over. Now I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh no, Shara. You should never try to pry into the secrets of a mysterious beauty all at once. How would you like to get to know a real woman? I'd be more than willing to show you with my whip. Shara, I don't see any humor in those eyes. Well, jokes aside, you really should have just been straightforward from the beginning, as you've already figured it out. My position is like that of an operative in the Empire, but I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I merely came here to meet a certain someone. A certain someone? Yes, someone you know all too well. The one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist by the Royal Army. The bracer with the special title belonging to but 4 people throughout the whole entire continent. The Divine Blade. Cassius Bright is the one I seek. It's time for the Madrigal of the White Magnolia. I love this chapter, the one that's coming up. This together with the final is probably my favorite chapters of the game. Let's see, if we're going to travel around the entire kingdom, then our next destination is the Ruan region. I wonder which route we should take to get there. About that, so you're really not planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite a detour if we head there on foot. You remember what Shara said, right? We need to walk and actually see the places we protect first. Or was it Dad who said that? But I guess since we have some time on our hands, it wouldn't be a bad thing to head there on foot. We could save the money it would cost to use an airliner. Great idea, we can use the money we saved to go shopping at the Bose market. After all, we didn't have time to spend shopping around leisurely during the whole Sky Bandit mess, and then we could leave after that. So what do you think? I don't care either way, but try not to waste too much money. Just so you know, in order to enter the Ruan region, we'll need to go through the Krone Pass to the west. Once you're done shopping, let's leave through the west gate. Okay, the west gate, right? I also just remembered that chest I left in the last episode, and I now have 1 fewer party member than I did then, which is annoying. Right, we gotta complete the ring quest. We can also check the market first to see if there's any new paper, perhaps. Issue 4, yeah. Let us read that. Case closed, criminals caught. All hostages safely secured. The Royal Army reports that the military's intelligence division successfully located the Sky Bandits hideout in the mountains of Bose. The criminals were apprehended, and all hostages were set free. Mere days prior to the Kepwa's capture, the Linde was found in an abandoned mine north of the Revenue village. Its cargo had been looted, and its passengers and crew were still missing. But this was the break the investigators needed to crack the case wide open, and shortly thereafter that's exactly what they did. The monumental task of clue analysis and deduction fell upon the Royal Intelligence Division, newly founded by a young man named Colonel Alan Richard. While the Border Patrol tracked the criminals, a team of intelligence officials led by one General Morgan fed them information and analyses. And it was this coordinated effort that ultimately led to a successful rescue. Just a second. Okay, I think I fixed the thing. Okay, good. Put your hands in the air, came the cry. With that, the Royal Army blockaded the Kepwas before they could escape, and it was all over. Don Kepwa's blank, disbelieving stare said it all. Bracers also played a crucial role. Intelligence and Border Patrol alone can't take all the credit for the successful rescue, as a handful of bracers played a fairly significant role too, modestly dodging the limelight in the process. Several hours prior to the Army's raid, these bracers infiltrated the Sky Bandits hideouts, through decidedly non-standard means and waged a small war against them from within, keeping them off their guard. In the end, it seems the Bracers and the Royal Army really did work together, albeit by accident. Ringleader taken to Leiston Fortress. Don Capua, the ringleader of this crime family, has been transported to the Leiston Fortress, where he will be thoroughly interrogated. The Capua's Imperial-made light aircraft, Bobcat, has been impounded as evidence, and the case is expected to be an open and shut one. Families relieved that hostages are safe. Friends and families of the hostage family finally have a reason to smile again, now that they know their loved ones are safe. Bose's Mayor Mabel is overjoyed as well. This is the result we all prayed for, she says, and we owe an immeasurable debt of thanks to all those involved in resolving this incident without casualty. We at Liberal News also wish to send our gratitude to General Morgan along with all his men and women of the Intelligence Division, for working around the clock to track down the whereabouts of the hostages and their captors. Everyone else involved deserves commendation as well, so let's be sure that when they return to their homes they receive a true hero's welcome. Duke Donan von Auslös to visit Rouen. Our sources say that Her Majesty's nephew is planning a vacation to Rouen, though the exact times and locations remain undisclosed. Imperial citizen dines and dashes. The upscale Anti-Rose restaurant in Bose's North Block suffered a loss this week when an Imperial traveler, would-be musician, bilked on his rather hefty bill. The man was arrested on the spot and imprisoned at Hacking Gate. A bit severe, but it sends a powerful message. Okay, let's see about returning that ring then. It's a... yeah. Excuse me, you're Lana, right? Yeah, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we found a ring that looks something like the one mentioned in the job request at the guild. If we could, we'd like to have you take a look at it. Really? Truly? Added our jewel ring. Oh, who would have ever thought this would have come back to me like this? So there's no doubt that this is the ring that was stolen? No, this is the one that was stolen, alright. It was a memento from my mother. I would know it anywhere. I see. It must be really important to you then, right? I'd almost believed that I would never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you for finding this. Hehe, I'm just glad we could help. So I guess our work here is done, unless there's something else. No, that's all. And once again, thank you for finding this for me. Well then, if that's all, we'll leave you to your business. Have a nice day. Quest complete. I came here to make a deal, but it looks like the store manager has changed. I guess it's back to the drawing board. I wonder when I'll be able to bring back some good news to the Imperial City. Nigel was arrested and taken to Hacking Gate. I guess it's back to managing the factory for me. Looks like old Nigel was involved in some really shady business. As we suspected. Let's see. We can open that one, we probably should. We're gonna do that. But now they both are only missing one slot. Joshua needs 120. Especially green that we're missing. We have 0 green now. Any new quartz since we're in a new chapter? Maybe? Yeah, guess we get it when we reach Rouen then. At least I think Rouen is the next city. We can see... Did they give us back what we had before? I don't think they did. Stone Impact. Okay, that's the quest done. We should probably report it before we forget. I guess it doesn't matter, I think you can actually report it at the next guild too, since that's what we did the first chapter. But done anyways. No other things here. That means we're all done here. I guess we're headed towards the gate then. West. I just hope we can beat that chest we already tried, even though we don't have Shara anymore. We have leveled a lot. I hope it's enough. Oh, gonna have to fight this. Feels like I've been here for a long time, but if I'm looking at the amount of videos it took to clear the prologue versus this chapter, it's less. So I guess this chapter isn't... The prologue was very long, and I don't think the other chapters are as long. None of them. And if I remember correctly, the game has 4 chapters, so we're about halfway through the game now. This is where it is. The accursed chest. The chest has been cleaned out, villainous. What? It's still closed! You can't fight it anymore? Oh, that's a shame. You had to do it before? I guess... I don't know what the achievement specifically requires me to do. I think it is reading these lines. And if so, I guess I'm still getting the line. Otherwise, I guess I just missed one chest and won't be able to get the achievement. I don't really care about the achievement, like I said, because there are many achievements in this game that are annoying and will require even more playthroughs of the game. But still, I was going for the achievement. It's not like I'm gonna replay several hours of content just for that, though. Unless there was another chest in this area, but I don't think there was. It's just weird. I guess it's just the chapter changed, but that did never happen before. I don't know. I did check the line now. Oh wait, no, it was this chest. It was the wrong chest I was looking at. Okay, so it isn't gone then. Okay, still means we're gonna have to beat this one though. I'm right, they're not weak to anything. I wonder if hitting them works. Maybe I got unlucky, maybe I didn't. They really don't do a lot of damage, which I like. That hurts though. So it's the spells we have to be afraid of. I wonder if we can kill one? This might require a few tries. Oh, it got petrified. It's not a kill, but it is very good. If we do this, both of them should die. We delayed one, blinded one. Oh, them having their turn so quickly though. That's like really what's gonna do me here. Also not having better resist still. I'm still surviving on these introductionary ones. I think I'm just gonna choose to die here and we go again. It's like I really gotta interrupt them on casting. That's super important. I think I should be spending all of Joshua's resources on interrupting. I'm not gonna kill one. This is a bit greedy, but perhaps greed is good. I'm gonna cancel his ability again. They might still get a cast off, but I feel like doing all I can to interrupt is key here. Gonna kill the petrified one. Another cast. Interrupt again. It died too. I have so many turns. Interrupt. It's gonna try and get a quick heal off. Now they're gonna get one off. Not on her, please. Damn it. I think I have to revive her. Hope she doesn't get hit. It didn't, that's good. Let's use one of the lighter heals we have on her. There we go. They are vulnerable to fire, but not very. Let's interrupt. I don't have an interrupt on Estelle, so I can't interrupt that. Perhaps the best thing... Oh, I don't even have them. I'm gonna do this. She got hit. I'm so close to the end that I don't want to die now. Kill it! Okay, one left. Stop healing! We got it! Oh, that chest. Pearl earring. What did you expect to find in here? I don't even know what that does. Pearl earring. Prevent seal. Wait, they did give us back the things they were wearing though. So that's nice of them. And the other characters, I mean. Let's get some healing. Continue our little walk towards the gate, which we are very close to now already, I think. Yep, here we are. Man, we finally made it here. Once we pass through this checkpoint, we're supposed to be in the Ruan region, right? Yep, that's supposed to be what's on the other side. But unfortunately, it's almost sundown. Maybe we should ask them to let us stay here for the night. I guess we could do that. We've also got the option to hurry down through the pass and rest at an inn at the foot of the mountain, right? Crossing through the pass at night would be dangerous, with our fields of vision limited. We would be on bad footing. There's also the possibility we could fall off a cliff if we were attacked by nocturnal monsters. I wouldn't recommend it. You're right. I guess it could be pretty dangerous. Looks like all we can do is explain our situation at the to the soldiers at the checkpoint. And I realized something too. I hope I saved after that chest. I did, right? This is after fighting the chest, I hope. Okay, it is. Good. Because I realized there is something I'm forgetting to do. It is a hidden thing. I did this for my own sake before, in between the chapters there. I was searching what to do with that book that we found at their camp in the mountain area where we just were for the main stuff. And you can take that to the gate. This is something I've never done before. And it's apparently a hidden quest. It is a bit of a walk. But this is the only chance to do it. Oh, I wish I could just make the enemies not attack me anymore. I'm gonna die to something along the way too. I wish I'd remembered before I started walking all this way. Because now we're gonna have to go back after too, but... Okay, towards Hacking Gate, so east then. Oh. I just entered and exited at the same time. This is Hacking Gate, yeah. All the way to the top. Here we go. I don't exactly know where, but I'll just look around, I guess. The other day, some soldiers arrested a man who cried the whole way to his cell. From what I heard, he seems to have been involved in some sort of fraudulent scheme. Seems like those Sky Bandit criminals have finally been caught. Now I'm sure the soldiers in the border garrison can finally take a break. No one else here. Like, we can check his shop while we're here. Oh, he has the super bad healing resurrection thing. This is one of these, maybe? Huh, aren't you those bracers? Do you have some business with the general? Phew, I can't believe my first mission was to storm the Sky Bandit's hideout. But when you live your life as spontaneously as I do, you can experience a lot of things. Welcome to the Hacking Gate. With the Sky Bandits in custody, our red alert status will be changed. Are they No, they're not here. The newspaper said they were moved somewhere else. Maybe the general? Sky Bandits were transported to Leyston Fortress in the Sice region. I'm sure they're going to be interrogated about a number of things. Oh, it's Cassius's kids again. Why are you here? We have nothing further to talk about. I'm busy dealing with paperwork and other reports after the incident. It's not him. Then who is it that wants the book? Even if these Sky Bandits are caught, it doesn't mean that we're going to get a day to rest. I'm just dragging my feet from all this lack of sleep. Man, I'm tired. Guess we look around. With the Sky Bandits captured, I can finally get back to regular work. Wait a minute, what am I thinking? This is the border with Erebonian Empire. I can't think about relaxing my garden in a place like this. No matter how I look at him, the guy locked up seems like a bad guy. If we can't find any evidence against him soon, he's going to be let free. Although there is something that I disagree with about that policy. Maybe this is what the book is for. Hey, where did the mayor disappear to that was listed in this black book? It would be in your best interest to start talking now, because it's only a matter of time until we find some evidence against you. How many times have I told you to show me some proof of wrongdoing? If I'm suspected of something, then prove it. But you can't, can you? Hehehe. What's the matter? Oh, actually this man is being held on suspicion of scheming to take over a factory that didn't belong to him. The only bad news is we haven't been able to find any decisive evidence linking him to our crime. We can only detain him for so long, and after that we're going to have to release him. You're looking for some material evidence, are you? Hey Estelle. Do you remember that black book we found in the Sky Bandit's hideout? Black book? Oh yeah, that one. You mean the one that was hidden inside the vacuum cleaner, right? A book inside a vacuum cleaner? Would you mind letting me take a look at it? Nope, we don't mind at all. Here you are. Haha, this is what I was looking for. Excuse me. There's no doubt about it. This is his secret account ledger for the factory. Hey Nigel. Take a look at this. Look familiar? This can't be happening. That was taken all along with my vacuum by the burglars. Thank you. This has been a great help. Any bracer who can do work like this is a good bracer in my opinion. With this notebook, we should easily be able to establish his guild. I'll make sure we send you an official payment through the Bracer Guild sometime in the near future. Once again, I appreciate your help. Quest complete. The devil made me do it. I swear it was like a sudden impulse. Yeah, that's right, a sudden impulse. I won't do anything bad again. I'm begging you, please forgive me. I'm faint-hearted and frail to begin with. If you put me in prison, I'll get sick and die. And how do you explain this book and its secret accounts? Go ahead and think about it, and then try to explain your way out of this one. I've got plenty of time to listen to you make up your excuses and try to worm your way out of being locked up here for good. I think it's safe to say that this is the end of Nigel's backdoor schemes. I think it's about time I made arrangements to send him off to Leyston Fortress. Look, we caught him. I didn't expect the book would be for that. but we got him. Then we gotta head all the way back to the pass. First back to the city, where we can turn in the thing we just did. Then we head a lot west. Brazier Guild report. That feels really easy to miss, because normally going back like that doesn't do anything. And the book didn't actually have any kind of hints or anything since you couldn't read it. If we could have read it, we could have maybe gotten some hints as to who wrote it. But since there wasn't anything... Okay. Wait, there wasn't anything else, right? No. Okay, good. Then we go back all the way to the gate, and we're gonna have to watch that cutscene again that I already read, but... yeah. Another area done. There we are, all the way back. Just gonna skip through these lines again. Fast as possible. Here we are. Now we can save. Well, this is unusual. We don't get many travelers at this hour. Did you get lost hiking along the trail? No, not exactly. We're bracers, just so you know. Estelle showed the soldier her junior bracer emblem. Wow, I'm surprised to see that someone your age is a bracer. So are you here with work then? No, actually, we're traveling around the kingdom to become senior bracers. And so we figured we'd travel on foot to get in some training instead of using an airliner. You're going to travel around the whole kingdom on foot? Maybe it has to do with being young, but you kids are certainly fired up these days. Maybe that's a bit of an overstatement. But I'm going to have to tell you that trying to head down through the pass now would be suicide. Recently we had an untold number of monsters appearing in the area. It's quite peculiar, really. We got a rest shop for travelers, so it would be best to stay there for the night. Sweet, thanks a bunch. This will really help us out a lot. Don't mention it. Just talk to the chief warrant officer when you're ready to hit the sack. He's in the guard station, straight ahead. This place is at such a high altitude, it gets really cold after dark. I used to rest here. It's almost time for me to go on duty. I'd better hurry up and eat while I can. And you are... I apologize for intruding at this hour, but we were actually wondering... Joshua explained the situation and asked if they could stay the night. Estelle tried to make her eyes as large and yearning as she could in the hopes of scoring some free food as well. I see. Well, that's no problem. I can see from the emblem that you're bracers. Feel free to use the room next to here. We really appreciate this, sir. What are you kids doing hiking at a time like this? It's pretty cold out there, huh? So this is the room for travelers, huh? Yeah, let's get that fireplace on, shall we? Ah, it's so nice and warm. But you know, wood stoves just feel so much more cozy than these things. Yeah, I agree. Ormond stoves may heat up quick, and they're certainly efficient, but they can't compare with the feel of a real wood-burning stove. True, but these ones are much easier to use. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I heard from the chief that you'll be staying the night. If you need anything for dinner, we'll be happy to share what we have with you if you'd like. Really? That would be wonderful, thanks. No worries, after the airliners went into service, the number of travelers coming through here drastically decreased. Honestly, with all the free time we've got, we welcome any guests coming through here. Well, in that case, we'll really make sure to eat up. Alright then, give us a little time to get supper in order. And full disclosure here, I think it's Usher's night to cook, so I hope your stomachs aren't delicate. There sure was a lot of rivalry going on over the Sky Bandit incident, but there are quite a few nice soldiers once you start to talk to them on a personal level. Yeah, that's true. Although I think Liberl is probably about the only place you're going to find nice soldiers. What do you mean by that? Don't take me too seriously, I was just thinking out loud. In the meantime, let's put our bags down somewhere. Oh man, I'm so stuffed. They said not to expect much, but the food was pretty good, don't you think? Yeah, it was certainly like nothing I've ever had before. Excuse me for disturbing you. Oh sir, the meal was delicious, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Really? You must have taste buds of iron too. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it. Anyway, we had another guest arrive, so if it's not too much trouble, could you two share the same room? Another guest? In the middle of the night like this? They must have some serious guts to be hiking around in the mountains at this hour. But no, we don't mind. It's not like we're paying to stay here either. I really appreciate that. He's actually in the same line of work as the both of you, so I'm sure he'll get along just fine. Huh? The same line of work? I knew I'd seen you two somewhere before. You're the Heavy Blade Agate. Oh, so you know each other already, huh? By the way, Agate, what do you plan to do about dinner? I appreciate the invitation, but I had something before coming up here. All I need is somewhere to crash for the night. Understood. Go ahead and divide up the beds amongst yourselves. Alright, good night. Now, if I remember right, weren't you Cassius as kids? What are you doing sleeping in a place like this? What happened to Scheherazade? Shara returned to Roland. Not just the two of us traveling together. We're thinking of making our way around the kingdom in order to become senior bracers. We're going to see the places we want to protect and train so that we can do just that. Senior bracers, traveling the entire kingdom on foot. You two are really a bunch of carefree brats, aren't you? What did you just call us? There's no way the two of you are going to simply become senior bracers. Use your brains and think about it for a moment. Say what you want, but we helped in the rest of the Sky Bandits. And we even got some recommendations, so quit treating us like we're a bunch of kids. Oh that? Heard all about it from Old Man Lugren. Alright, let me put it this way. Suppose you had been the only ones there. Do you think you could have solved the incident? Just you two, alone, without Shahrazad's help. Well, I think it would have been very difficult. It's pretty obvious when you think about it, huh? You two are newbies, and little brats to say the least. Not to mention you're lacking in strength and experience. You don't have the ability to make quick, sound judgments. If you get all caught up in yourselves, and forget that, one of these days you're going to get the rug pulled out from under you. We're not caught up all on ourselves. How about yourself, Mr. Macho Man? What were you thinking trying to hike through the pass at this hour of night? You're either playing careless or just maybe that bandana's just a little too tight. Watch your mouth, Brad. I'm trying to hone my skills unlike you amateurs. And besides, I'm here for work. Don't try and compare my actions with your tourist training. Work for the guild? Yeah, that's right. The work your old man forced on me. Huh? Dad pushed his work onto you? Forget about it. I've got an early day ahead of me, so I need to get some rest. You two quit talking and get some sleep too. Yeah, he just avoided finishing the conversation. Well, he did drop a tidbit about Dad. That's something at least. Enough already, you two. Just shut the hell up and let me sleep. You better stop parking around where you shouldn't or you're gonna get burned. Instead, why don't you get your behinds over to Ruan and do some jobs listed on the bulletin board? That's far better suited for the likes of you. Hey, looks like he's asleep, and just as quickly as someone I know. Don't even dare suggest that I'm anything like this jerk. What's his deal anyway? It seems to me like all he's trying to do is pick a fight. Relax, Estelle. It's true we're still just novices at this. It could be that he just said that because he was worried about us. Do you really think so, Joshua? I wish I could say for sure, but I don't know. Definitely did get one thing right. We should turn in for the night. We still got to hike down through the pass tomorrow. I'm all riled up now, but I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Unless we doodle on this jerk's face and then go to sleep. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't wake up with the way he's snoring. Don't even think about it. Sorry to keep you waiting, I'm ready to take over for you. Oh, is it that time already? It really makes me wonder if anyone really needs to stand guard with nobody coming through here. Don't you think it'd be better if we just kept the gate locked up all night? Unfortunately, rules are rules, and it's our job to follow them. We just got over the sky madness, and now things seem to be going downhill. What's the matter? Did you hear something? It sounds like some rustling leaves. Sure it's not just the wind? What the? A pack of wolves? You gotta be kidding me. How was that? Sounds like something's going on. I'm going to go check it out. You two stay here. No, just wait a minute. I think we better go and see for ourselves, just in case. Of course that's what we should do. Wolves, this is bad news. We better hurry and back them up. Hey, forget it, you kids. Why are you trying to stop us from helping? You call yourself a bracer? Don't get me wrong, it's the army's job to protect the checkpoint, not yours. These guys are well trained, so they should be able to take care of them in no time. You'll just be getting in the way. But I'm pretty sure we could... Just like he says, this is our job. Now get back inside, you three. Crap. What the heck's going on here? Estelle, other side. Seems like something's happening on the ruin side of the checkpoint. What? Incredible. He's even stronger than the rumors suggest. Ha! So you intend to surround me, huh? You're pretty clever for a bunch of mutts. We've got you covered. Hey, get back inside. You can't stop us from helping you out. I'll try to help you out without getting in the way. Fine, whatever. Just make sure not to get caught up beneath my heavy blade. Easy fight. Can't even use his ult just so he can see it.
We're good to go.
Easy. Phew, looks like we managed to take care of them all. Yeah, there were a lot of them. They were pretty formidable. Looks like you handled yourself better than I would have expected. But then again, maybe it's only natural if you learn the basics from your old man. Huh? Don't get me wrong, I mean you did well for newbies. You're still a heck of a long way from becoming senior bracers though. Hey, was everything okay over here? Yeah, it's all good. We took care of every last one of them. How's your injured guy? Luckily, he's just suffered a few minor cuts and bruises. I'm just glad that you happened to be here. I shouldn't have expected as much from the heavy blade agate. That didn't do much. These kids didn't do half a bad job either. That's so. Well, thanks to you too then. Sure. Well, we intend to patrol the area just in case. How about you guys get inside and get some rest? We'll do that, but you be careful. Alright, I guess it's time for me to get back to bed. We shouldn't have to worry about any other dangers tonight, so you two be good kids and get some sleep. Ha! Am I imagining things, or did he just give us a compliment? He may have recognized our ability. Maybe he's a lot more straightforward than we made him out to be. I don't know about that, but he certainly talks big, that's for sure. Estelle, wake up. Come on, can't a woman have her beauty sleep? Joshua, is it already time to go to the guild? What are you talking about? This is the Kronpass checkpoint. Oh right, we had that monster scare last night and... Huh? Where'd the redheaded jerk go? Looks like he took off early this morning. Apparently had an urgent job to attend to. After we helped him fend off those monsters last night too. How rude of him not to say anything before leaving. It's not that big of a deal, Estelle. How about we get ready ourselves? I'd like to make it through the pass by noon. Alright, it's off to Ruin we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to yourselves as well. Thanks for helping us out the way you did last night. Teehee, we didn't do much. How about you guys? Did you run into any trouble patrolling the area after that? Nope, everything was fine, like on any other normal night. I tell you what though, that was rather strange. Strange? What was? You know how the lights along the road and the checkpoints have the ability to ward off monsters, right? Well, even if there were monsters that approached the checkpoint, there wouldn't be any more than 2 or 3 in number. So yesterday was the first time I've ever seen them come in like a pack at that. Yeah, that was rather strange. Now that you mention it. Then again, these monsters were a small change compared to the Imperial Army. We should probably just consider it good training in protecting our base of operations. Is that really the issue here? For us, that's all we're really concerned about. Protecting the checkpoint is paramount. I'll leave figuring out what the monsters were thinking up to your bracers. Now get back on topic. You guys are heading over to Ruin, right? Are you ready to fill out the paperwork for your gate pass? Yes, thank you. Estelle and Joshua filled out the paperwork to enter the Ruin region. Well, that's that. It looks like you're done here. Enjoy your travels to Ruin. The warrant officer operated the gate. Welcome to the Ruin region. Blue oceans and white magnolias await you. That reminds me, you're headed to Ruin City, right? Yep, that was the plan. Why? Well, just make sure you report to the guild concerning the incident that happened up here last night. There will be payment there from the army for helping us out. Really? Yeah, but you're gonna have to divvy your spoils with Agate. Alright, enjoy yourselves and good luck in your endeavor to become senior bracers. Thanks. Really appreciate everything you've done for us. The attack on the checkpoint last night was good practice. I guess I should be better prepared for an emergency, both in body and mind. Southwest, Ruin City, 669 Selch, Manoria Village, 357 Selch, and Northeast Bosta City, 441. It's quite far to the city itself. Oh no, I didn't mean to. I was gonna check behind the tree. That was well hidden. That chest found EP charge. This situation feels familiar somehow. Does it? I mean, this chest is like... you actually cannot see it. I only got it from, like, vaguely remembering that there are chests behind trees in this game. Is there one here too? No, that was a monster. Or two. It is quite scary fighting monsters now that I'm only 2 again. You could lose like a third of your damage, or more, since Cher was kinda strong. I do however like that the game switches up your party quite a lot. I mean, Estelle and Joshua are like constants, but other than that, it does change up a bit.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, they give very bad rewards. That's not worth killing. Almost like I should avoid them if I can. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. I wanted to check behind this tree too. Oh, there was another there! I'm just spamming the interaction button. Nothing to see here. Move along. Well, there was a chest to see there, so I mean that's not quite nothing. Let's see here. Wow, Estelle? Hey Joshua, check it out. It's the ocean. Yes, I think I would have figured that out. It's so blue and sparkly and just huge. And the sound of the waves and the smell of the tide. So this is what it feels like. This is the first time you've seen the ocean? Well, I can kinda sorta remember seeing it when I was really young. I was on an ocean liner with Dad that one time. This might be the first time I've seen it up close though. It's been a long while for me as well. We got here by walking though. No ship this time. Yep, I feel like we've accomplished something. And it's actually a great point to quit on, seeing that we're now surrounded by the ocean. And thank you for watching this little part. To be continued.